Welcome to mobilephonetraining.co.uk, bringing life to mobile communications.
Hi and welcome to mobilephonetraining.co.uk. We're here today talking to you about the LG KF600, also known as the Venus. We're talking about the messaging. We have done a previous video on the SMS type of messaging. This one's about multimedia. This is about sending picture messages. So let's jump straight in. So we slide the handset up. We hit the envelope key, we go to new message, and then we can scroll down until we see multimedia highlighted, which is the second one, and we start to jump into multimedia. The first thing it asks you, just like an email, is what is the subject? What is the subject of your picture message? So using the slide out keyboard, you can type in your message. We're going to type in test. So you can see there, types in test. You can use predicted text, or you can have it on or off. The choice is entirely up to you. We did say in text messaging that you could use the handwriting keypad, and as you can see from here, you can do exactly the same thing, which is quite good. Once you pressed OK, it says slide 1 of 1. Our advice is with picture messaging, you can add as many slides as you want up to a certain capacity when it becomes too large for it to send. I always say try and send more than one picture per picture message at least. Now, whilst you're on this screen, you can tap insert. You get to the insert ghost menu that comes up here, and you can choose to insert an image, a sound, a video, a symbol, a text template, name and number from your contact list, add a new slide, which is very important. So you can right click there, and it says insert slide before or after, which I think is quite good because some handsets don't even give you that option. And then you can scroll down and you can see some more options, and if you turn right and go into that, you can say insert your business card, your contact, or even your schedule. And that's quite important because you can add contact, you can add information from your calendar, which I think is really cool. So let's say you go to add image. It will say to you, which I think is quite quirky, do you want to take an existing image or do you want to have a look at a new photo? So if you hit existing image, then it will come up with all the images that you have on the handset. See there? The folder to the left, we'll show you what that is. Let's talk about this first before we do that. Okay, if a message is too big, the handset has the ability to resize the image, and by pressing yes, it will resize the image into the correct format for it to be sent for you. Unfortunately, our memory is full, but it would ordinarily do that for you. Now, the one thing I did want to show you was, if I hit insert, go to image, existing image, that's your external memory card. So if you've got a memory card inserted, that's how the symbol comes up. I think I may have zoomed in a bit too close there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to focus on that. You've got a folder with like a memory card chip in it. You probably see it better that way. Yeah, so you can see that that's there. So you can add your pictures into it. Once you've added your pictures, hit insert again. Or if you want to type a message, just start typing your message. Nope. We didn't type hello properly, did we? So you can see there, you can type your message and then add your picture afterwards. Entirely up to you. The choice is literally yours. Once you've done that and you've added all your content that you wanted to, exactly the same way you've done before, you add a video, and before it asks you, would you like to create a video, or would you like to use an existing one from the menu, from your memory? Symbols, pretty self-explanatory. You've got symbols like text messaging where it scrolls through at the bottom. Choose which one you want, and once you're finished, just press OK. Back into insert, and you've seen the rest of the stuff that you can add. Things like text templates, and you can create your own here as well, which is quite cool, quite quirky. Okay, so you've added everything you want to do. Now you can choose to either save this now to, I'll show you here. Press the right key there. You can save it to drafts, or you can save it as a multimedia template, which I think is quite good. You can re-edit the subject. You can even preview your stuff. You can add some kind of timeline effects, so things like the duration of how long it's there. You can remove certain parts of the content, if not the slide, if not part of the multimedia message. Look at the T9 languages. As I said before in the previous video, we've got quite a substantial amount of languages covered here. In actual fact, we've got close to, what is it, over 20? Yep, 23. So you've got Turkish, you've got Spanish, you've got Portuguese, you've got Slovakian, you've got Polish, as I said before, Italian. You've got so much there. German, Dutch. The list is pretty much endless, and you've got Dansk as well. So plenty of languages there for people to use. Once you've finished fumbling around and you want to send it, now you can go into send to. Oh, our battery is dying through our testing. So you can now go into send to. You can either just literally, if you remember the number off the top of your head, type your number in here and it'll be absolutely fine. Or you press contacts and go through your contact list and choose whatever contacts you want to add into it. If you wanted to send it to multiple contacts, for instance, unfortunately with this feature, you have to go in one by one. I know in text messaging it allows you to add more than one, just in any one go, but on this feature you have to add them one by one, unfortunately. You can do when you send in picture messages to people, you have the ability, just like an email, to set them as a CC or blind carbon copy, which is pretty much standard as all email programs do. Blind carbon copy obviously means that the other people that are receiving the picture message won't know that you've sent it on to that BCC person. Carbon copy obviously means that when you send the email, when you send this picture message on, it will have whoever you're sending it to plus all the details of the CC people in there. Settings, you're looking at things like the priority. Is it a high priority? The validity report, delivery report, and red report. So there's 3 different types of reports you can receive on picture messaging, and it will save that for every time you do a picture message until you switch the handset off and on, and it resets back to default. And if you wanted to quickly choose someone, you can go into the recent list, for instance, and choose someone from your recent text message list. And that's pretty much it for picture messaging. Picture messaging is pretty self-explanatory. You can take and add pictures, you can do different things, you can add a slide duration effect onto it. It's quite cool and it's quite quirky, and it's very, very simple to do. When you're sending picture messages, depending on your network, you'll obviously come up at the top here to say that you're sending a picture message, and it will take probably no more than a minute to go through with good reception, and it will send your picture message off to the destination. So that was it, brought to you by mobilephonetraining.co.uk. That was your multimedia messaging. Should you have any further queries or support, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us, or visit mobilephonetraining.co.uk of how to set up your picture messaging settings on your new LG KF600. Thank you very much and have a great evening.